Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Wild Things Found Online. I am Vokal the Slug Cat, and we are back again with some more Big Toph. Now, this stream, it seems like it was a very long one. Tophia must have had a lot to say. Tophia Archive was able to cut this down to just under 2 hours. So go ahead and grab your snacks, relax. We got a lot to cover. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to actually break this into two parts since it is Sunday. I'll drop the first part public off the rip, and then the second part will go up members first, and then will be available tomorrow morning. With that being said, got to give a big shout out to all of my slug pups and slug cats. Thank you all so much for joining the channel. Highly appreciate it. If you haven't already, consider subscribing for more of this Tophia content. And hit the like button. Really makes a difference. So let's go ahead and jump in, see what the hell is going on with Big Toph and what she's talking about tonight, shall we?
Hi. What same
What's
shirt?
up,
I didn't wear
Toph?
this shirt yesterday. What are you talking about? This
Surprise,
isn't the same
surprise.
outfit as yesterday. I do wear the right size. This shirt is the right size. The right size.
I don't know, Toph. Like I'm looking at you in this shirt. And there's a lot of rollage. So no, I don't I don't think this is the right size shirt. You need to go up probably, and hell, the sleeves look like they're literally cutting off your circulation on your arms. Go up like 2 sizes. You know, you just do yourself a favor.
Size is your attitude. So I would suggest that you take your credit card and check the fuck out. Thank you. Please, just take your whole card and check the fuck out because what? Stop being rude. Some of you guys really need to learn some manners. The only manners you learned was getting on all fours and barking like a dog. You have those type of manners of one that does not want to learn anything whatsoever. So you run amok. You're stray. Stop. Nobody wants that. I don't get why people have to be so rude and fat-phobic. People need to be rude. Here's the thing that I want to address since it's out there. So some stupid idiot had the nerve to reply to what I said in the comments and being like, it wasn't in the system that you got a voucher because you denied it. No, you dumbass. It's supposed to be in the system that I got a voucher, even if it was denied, dummy. That's not how that works. Even I know that. People need to stop being idiotic as fuck. And then telling me that they know literally about housing programs and they know for a fact that I have to get a job. No, you don't know the housing programs in New Mexico. Pikachu know everything. Pikachu know it all.
Oh, shut up. And like, you know, I don't know everything. I don't know much about the housing assistance programs or anything like that. But I would think that a 32-year-old able-bodied person that is not physically or heavily mentally handicapped, you're going to have to work. I'm sorry, Tophia. You know, I don't know I don't know where you got the idea that, you know, just because there is no income housing programs that you just qualify for that because you barely make any money on social media. But yeah, bro, you're just not the demographic that they're trying to help with that program.
What Gabriel Iglesias says, you think you know everything. I guess you're a know-it-all. 21 questions. The 21 questions ball? Why do people think they know it all? They're like, oh, well, you need to get a job because the housing programs require you to get a job. Then why would I apply to a housing program that requires me to get a job, dummy? I know what the requirements were because I signed up for the program. Hello? Some of you guys really...
I mean, apparently not, because you've been telling us all this week that you are not getting housing assistance. You told us you don't qualify. So, I mean, which one is it? You're saying you qualify, but you told us just, I think the last stream, that you don't qualify. So...
don't have it up here. And then you say, oh, she's intellectually challenged. Or, oh, it's obviously clear that she doesn't really know. She has a learning disability. The way that you say it is if I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. Oh, and then Astro Trippy had the nerve to say that my mom's not getting housing because of me. He's the only one that qualifies for housing. So I didn't stop her from getting housing.
Again, your own words. She's the only one that qualifies for housing. And, bruh, did I not say it? I figured that Marie, she'll be able to get housing assistance. because she is an elderly woman, and she has a lot of health complications, especially after the incident. Marie's going to be fine. Tophia, you are cooked. You're going to have to get out there and do something, man. I don't know what to tell you.
You turn around, you talk about how you're going to report me for threat or report us for threatening you. So you're calling Adult Protective Services because someone threatened to report your account. It's not that serious. Then you say, I'm going to stop talking about those people if you ate. And then you said Tophia and Marie. After you said those people and then you named me, mic drop. You got me there, bro. I'm so scared. You literally called Adult Protective Services, right? And you want to go on and brag about how someone at the shelter that can make her homeless. Then in the comment sections, when people are calling you out, telling you, why do you want to make someone homeless or why do you want to cause someone to be homeless? You say consequences of their actions. What consequences of the actions? Reporting your account and getting it taken down? I don't do that. If my mom said that, then I don't have control over what she said.
Okay, well then that's the reason why she's targeting Marie. Okay? And I, like, again, I don't feel bad because, like I've said, I stated it a couple streams ago. If you're going to threaten my livelihood, then you best believe that I'm going to take that personally. So it's whatever.
But you're making someone homeless because they're going to report your account? What you're doing is wrong. If you're afraid of losing your account, you need to get off social media and reevaluate your life.
And this is coming from the same person that threatened to off herself because she lost her live stream access on her main account. Just remember that. But you shouldn't take social media that serious, guys. It's not that serious.
Making someone homeless because they're going to report your account is insane work. You're cuckoo clock, cuckoo in the head.
Well, y'all are already homeless technically. Let's not skirt around that.
You need some help. It's never that serious. Then you proceed to say, how are you going to call Adult Protective Services and at the same time try to cause that person to be homeless? I will show them your videos of you harassing us. Do you think that they're going to side with you? Especially that I bought my mom a phone charger and I'm the one that's been ordering her groceries and I also...
Tophia, anyone that makes commentary on you, it's not harassment. We are just random people on the internet that are criticizing your decision making. You and your mother's decision making. It's not harassment, you know.
Also bought her some laundry soap because I've been taking care of my mom while she's in the shelter. Something
Sure.
that because I have all the receipts that I've been taking care of my mom. You can't call Adult Protective Services and lie on me. I've got receipted proof, and I've got proof I've been talking to my mom. I even called the shelter when she didn't respond because her phone was dead and broken. Her phone was broken. She had to get it fixed. Because you see, and I also got mad at the shelter when they yelled at her. And then my mom advised me not to do that again because she was afraid they would kick her out for that because of retaliation. Something you don't know nothing about because you think that I don't care about my mom.
You don't.
I've been taking care of my mom, Ash. Maybe you should go take care of that big ass forehead and get some surgery to get reduction to remove that forehead because your head's getting so big it's about to explode.
I mean, would she get it sized down to your level or somewhere in between? I'm just curious.
Maybe instead of worrying about me, you should worry about yourself because you're starting to look a little crazy. You're starting to look a little cuckoo clock. It looks like you need to be in a straitjacket because nobody is going to talk shit on my mom and think that they're going to get away with it. I will defend my mom at any cost. I'm not one of those people that's going to sit here and lie and say that I'm not taking care of my mother and I'm not doing what needs to get done. What needs to get done is you shutting the fuck up and actually going and getting a real job instead of talking about people because talking about people and not talking about true crime is not a real job for you. And I would advise you not to quit.
Man, she really thinks she's big and bad tonight. I don't know what's going on. She's got like a lot of bravado going, talking big shit. And I mean, Tophia, at the end of the day, you might not like Ash, but I guarantee she's making far more money than you on her TikTok with a fraction of the follower count that you have. It's honestly pathetic that she's probably actually making like a decent amount of money on the side while you're over here going live for $1 or $2 a day.
You thought you did your big one by saying you're not going to make any more videos on us? Pal, sure. You're responding to people in your comment sections and liking comments of people being absolutely disgusting and fat phobic. Now, I don't know if it's not racism, but it is borderline calling me an animal when they're referring to me and my mom as rabid. I'm black. I'm not a rabid dog. I ain't no animal. You may be rabid, but I'm not rabid. Every time you talk about me, it looks like you foaming at the mouth. So the only rabid person here is you, not me. That's projection in of itself.
I
So I think you
guess.
should worry about getting your shots.
Well, I don't know, man. As far as I know, only one side of this beef has reportedly shit on the street. So I don't know.
You're weird. And then you liked the comment, which I addressed in that video. She liked the comment saying that it's funny she's using my situation as content. So me going through a violent crime, me getting constantly harassed is content. No one's life that is going through something traumatic is content or funny. I don't find anybody's trauma funny. There's nothing funny about someone having trauma and having major depression and PTSD as funny, considering the fact that I literally am paranoid. There's nothing funny about that. You may think people's real lives is funny because you're making money off of people's real lives, but it's not funny till it happens to you, until someone's making a video about you. Now I can see why you're friends with Nicole Arbor, because birds of a feather flock together. You two are a match made in heaven. No wonder why you don't even talk about your own friend that you literally tagged in videos that used to abuse her husband. I get it. God forbid you talk about your friend and her drama. You won't even do that. You're weird. You're a weirdo. You need to hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back.
Oh
Thank
my
God you're
god,
not making any
Tophia, you're
videos on
so
me anymore.
corny.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Thank God. Because why? My mom told me this. You were advised by a caseworker. I don't know who the heck. I don't know what caseworker. I don't know what my mom's talking about. Because you're provoking. First of all, you got caught in your lies. That's why you're making no more videos. Because your lies are going to catch up with you. If you make more videos, people are going to see you for the liar that you are. Trust me, the truth always comes out. When people
Girl, we see you for the liar you are every single day. Every day that you go live, we catch you lying. So I mean, hey, you can say that, but just know it's coming back on you as well, Tophia.
people keep running their mouth long enough, you see who they are in real time 24K, right? These people talk long enough and then people
Oh
start
my
to see the
god.
true them. That's why she's not making any more videos, because she doesn't want it to get caught up in her web of lies. You literally come on this app talking shit about me. You've spread misinformation. You defended a dude that literally paid someone to try to solicit nudes off of me, which would have been revenge porn had they had posted it.
Are we really
And
doing this
nobody actually
again?
gives a fuck that I was blackmailed for nudes. That's a thing.
Well, because there's no evidence to link it to him, Tophia. Please, like, let the whole situation with Jay go. I really can't believe you're bringing this up. It's probably been like almost a year since that shit happened. Like, let it go.
To do from a content creator who calls himself a T page. He's a little man. He got mad and tried to blackmail me for nudes because I called him a hump D reject. I'm sorry. Coming online, bruh, get your life together. It's not that serious. I called you a hump D reject and now you mad at the world. You see, the difference when I hear me
I
against the
guess.
world is a difference when you hear me against the world. Because you be in the corner with your legs bent up listening to me against the world because you mad at the world. We get it. We get you mad at the world, but calm down, Bulldog. It's not that serious. Calm.
Like, I don't know what's gotten into her tonight, but I need more of it. I ain't gonna lie. This is actually kind of entertaining because it's just a bunch of false bravado. You know, if anyone is mad at the world, it's Tophia. She literally rants about it every single live stream. And I'm sure at some point it'll probably come up tonight. How, oh, the cost of living, you can't afford shit, the fucking elite, the billionaires, just, oh, it's not fair. Why is no one helping me? Like, bruh, the fuck out of here, man. Chill out.
Calm down, bruh. You don't need to go grab your crew of chihuahuas. It's not that serious. Leave the ankle biters at home. It's like people literally go out of their way to spread misinformation on me because they're mad at something I said. It's not that serious. Then you tell all the internet Ash, back on Ash, because we don't need to address Humpty Reject anymore. It's done. But you come on the internet making it seem like as someone's threatening your life. My mom's not physically threatening you. I'm
She never said that, but okay.
just saying, you're trying to elicit violence on an elderly woman that has health problems. You know what you're doing when you go online and you lie and try to make it seem like my mom's physically threatening you. If you are that scared of someone saying they're going to report your account, then you need
Again, you just contradicted yourself right there. Ash never said anything about being physically threatened, which you just acknowledged by stating that she's threatening to get her page taken down. That was the threat that Ash is referring to. Stop trying to conflate things to be bigger than what they are, Toph. It's very annoying.
Need to get offline. It is not that serious. Oh my god, I'm so scared that she's going to report my account. I had to call Adult Protective Services. I'm so scared. It's never that serious, bruh. Get a life. And then you continue. You know what's going to happen if you continue? Because my family gets death threats every day. I'm going to have to report you to the authorities. And not my authorities where you...
I just realized, like, the video, I don't know if her video was lagging or what. The audio seems fine, but the video is like a second or two behind. Just throwing it out there. It's not me, guys. I don't know what's going on there.
If you continue to keep harassing and threatening to cause my mom to be homeless because you really want to see where we can go with that. Two can play that game.
What are you going to do?
Big tough guy threatening stuff over the internet. I don't threaten people like that. I'm not one of those people that endangers people. I do things the legal way.
You're not gonna sue her, Tophia. Like, shut up.
Continue. You just left a whole slew of proof. Not only that police record or whatever you shared from that incident already got you in trouble. It's not that serious. You continue, and I'm going to have to take matters in my own hands. Contact your local authorities. It won't be that hard to find you and call your local police. Quit. Leave my mom alone because nobody's going to mess with my mom. You come on this app talking shit about my mother, telling my mother how she needs to get away from me because I'm not helping her when you don't know lickety squat. Where's your mother? Huh? Maybe you should worry about how your mother's doing. Don't worry about other people's parents. Worry about yours. Where's your mother? Sounds like she's non-existent. You're mad because someone has a mother.
Put your finger down.
Maybe your mother didn't want you. Maybe that's why you're mad. Oh, is that why you're mad? Because your mom didn't want you? She abandoned you? That's what it's giving. Jealous. That's what it's giving. Are you a doorstep baby? That's not in no way, shape, or form trying to be mean. That's just saying the truth. If people don't like the truth, they can kick rocks. That girl is literally threatening to cause my mom to be homeless.
She is homeless. Y'all are homeless. Threatening to get you kicked out of the shelter? Yeah, sure. But y'all are homeless.
And then sits here and calls Adult Protective Services while actively threatening my mother. You're going online acting as if my mom is threatening your life. I don't do the reporting the accounts. I've already said there's no point in reporting someone's account for their opinions. What they say is what they say. But you've been spreading misinformation for too long. You have been liking nasty comments in your comment sections of someone calling me rabid, I'm some animal, and then proceeded to comment where they were being fat phobic. And then you think it is so funny. What's so funny about having to go through trauma? You've never had to see someone drive away in a car with your dead brother in the car and your mom as you had to watch her drive away because you're scared as heck and tried to save her before the assailant drove away.
Didn't.
You could not last one day in my shoes, Ash. You couldn't even last being me. You literally make jokes, which I don't know if it was you or someone else talking about how I think you liked a comment or you made a comment talking about how they were going to come down to New Mexico and get housing before me. What kind of a fucking joke is that? We got jokes? Because I got jokes, but these jokes that I say, you ain't going to like. They're going to hurt you. There's nothing okay about making jokes about housing. There's so many homeless people.
Yeah, it is. When you are actively not doing anything to better your situation, bro, let the jokes rip. Let them rip. Because no one who should be feeling sympathetic for you while you've sat here for over a year not doing shit. Not me. Couldn't be me.
People in the streets because the lack of housing, it's not even funny to literally say, well, I'm going to come here and get housing before you get housing. I would like to see you try because housing is backed up by 4 years. They're not taking new people. You are an utter joke by saying that. There's nothing funny.
So, Tophia, with that being said, again, just more confirmation that she ain't getting into no housing no time soon. If it's backed up for 4 years, what is the plan, Toph? You've yet to address that. Like, so what's the move now? I really need to know. Are we just gonna wait the 4 to 7 years to get on the list? We're gonna wait 4 years when they start accepting applications again, What are you going to do?
If you didn't say it, there's nothing cool about liking that comment. It's so funny. What's funny? We got jokes. We
You
got mad jokes. But when you're a Larry the Cable Guy, not funny, it's time that you don't quit your day job. You will never be a comedian. You ain't got
Neither
the
will
jokes. You
you.
got
Girl, you are stale as fuck. You haven't said one thing that even made me chuckle in months. It's been so long since Tophia genuinely said something like funny.
makes people stand up and laugh. You ain't Robin Williams funny. Is nobody's laughing. And if you laughing, you're just as stupid for laughing too, because you wouldn't dare walk up to a homeless person in your state and laugh in their face for not having housing. There's nothing funny about that. Walk up to a homeless person and laugh in their face. You wouldn't.
You right, but I would do it to you if we ever crossed paths. Best believe that.
Because that's fucked up. That's nothing to be joking about. People need to stop shitting on people. You don't know my situation. You don't know what I've been through for years.
Yeah, we do. We know exactly your situation. We know everything about your situation. What do you mean?
And why I haven't done what I haven't had housing.
This lag is
It's
just
crazy.
everything.
It's crazy. People think I'm just gonna put my name on some to get evicted and then have a hard time getting a place because you think it's funny. I would have been repeating the cycle. If me, my mom, and my brother would have got back into a place with my dad, he would have just got off his medication. We would have had major issues, and then here we would have been again evicted from another place. And my dad couldn't put his name on the lease. He can't live with us. He has an eviction. So what would have happened? All three of us would have got a place, but not with him. So who's going to pay for a place for him to live? He would have had to take his disability and go find himself a place because they won't allow him to live with us. He has $7,000 worth of damage he didn't do. The SWAT team did that. And they're trying.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, all the damage was the SWAT team. You know, it's not like the apartment already was completely trashed, just like the motel room, which was not rated, yet was completely trashed. Sure, Tophia.
Trying to say he owes that. And because he was in jail and didn't show up to the court, they probably sided with the management company. Again,
Yeah.
people do not think. I've been trying to take care of my dad for as long as I can.
No, you
make sure
haven't.
he's on his medication. Make sure he's okay. Now I got to take care of me and my mom because we're all we have. My brother is no longer here. My dad is in the streets. And for people to say that I'm insensitive, I'm not insensitive. I'm not abandoning anybody, but I'm tired. I'm
You are.
exhausted. How many times do we have to tell him, hey, stay on your medication? How many times do we have to make sure that he's doing what he needs to do? If he really wanted to do what he needed to do for his family, then he would have done it. He's not.
Well, like, that's the whole thing. You and your entire family made poor choices. And the key poor choice as far as the apartment was the fact that y'all were letting a schizo person that is apparently regularly stopping his medication handle all of the major financial decisions and payment. That is on y'all. That's on y'all. Mama Chew, if Tophia, if you weren't going to do it as the oldest child, Mama Chew should have been fucking doing it. You know, like, I have to put the blame on y'all at the end of the day. No matter how you try to slice it, it's on y'all. Just bad decision making, which is the same thing that has led us to where we are now. Every possible decision that y'all could have made, or you in particular, up until this point has been the wrong decision. Every single time.
Not doing what he needed to do for his family. And enough is enough. There's only so much that I can do to take care of my father. And it would have repeated the cycle and we would have been homeless again. That is illogical, irrational thinking.
Okay, then let's say Papa Chew didn't move in with y'all because you had already given up on him a while ago. So why didn't you and Brother Chew get y'all shit together and get an apartment? Oh, that's right. Brother Chew did want y'all to go get a 2-bedroom. But you said, no, we need 3 bedrooms. And he told your goofy ass that y'all couldn't afford a 3-bedroom. But of course, you wanted to be stubborn. So you decided to live in the car. Simple as that.
I know that my mom wanted to be with him. I know that my mom wanted to get a place with him, but I've always told her, Mom, we can't keep doing this. But I tried my best to
No, you
keep
didn't.
all of us together. I tried my best to get a place for all.
You never tried at any point in time because at every turn, you were blowing all of the money that you had. So you weren't trying to do shit.
Four of us, even though I did not want to. We can't keep repeating this cycle. People don't understand that it was just going to be a bad situation all over again. My dad will stop taking his medication. Then we will be evicted. Then we'll be out in the streets and we'll be homeless. I'm tired of the cycle. There's only so much I can do. If people don't want to help themselves, then I can't help. I have to help myself. I have to take care of me. I have health problems up the ass.
You're not even doing that. Like, what are you talking about right now?
My stress is so bad it's causing me constant headaches. My stress is so
Oh
bad my
no.
body is shutting down. I can't have the stress of worrying about what's one day from the next. I just can't. It was a horrible environment. Especially when he's not on his medication, it is not good at all. Because people think it's funny. People think that it's so funny to record when he snaps at me. That is not funny at all. There was nothing funny. It's not funny when someone.
Well, you know what was funny? I'll tell you what was funny. When he sprayed you with Febreze and then just walked away silently, that shit was fucking hilarious.
Someone's getting beat to the ground. It's definitely not funny when food is getting thrown into the trash because my mom's being accused of poisoning him because his mom poisoned him. There's nothing funny. That's paranoia. That's schizophrenia. People with schizophrenia, that's what it's like living with someone with schizophrenia. You don't know what it was like when he didn't want my mom to make him coffee because he thought she did something to the coffee. I had to make it. And you know what happened when I had to make it? The same thing happened to me. So then he made it. And then when I got mad that he's wasting food and he's pouring whatever down the drain, he's wasting all this food, I got it. People don't have food to be eating. There's nothing you could tell someone with schizophrenia when they're not on their medication. I had to sit up till 2 o'clock in the morning because he went on some rant to the government because whatever he saw or whatever he needed to say, and he was hollering because he thought he was talking to everyone in America. This is what I had to deal with. He had this stick and he was slamming it on the table. Mind you, he would never hurt or harm us. But here I was sitting up at 2 a.m. I got woken up at 2 a.m. I had to sit there. Finally, what was the reasoning for why we were able to go to bed? Because the police showed up to see what was going on and asked if we were okay because someone called and he said everything was fine and then told us we could then go to bed. My brother has gone into a lot of arguments with my dad and left and barely could afford to live on his own because my dad would make him stand there when he's got work just to hear some nonsense. And it's not nonsense to him because his brain is telling him it's real. That 99.99 trillion or 99.99 zillion or whatever he says that people thinks is funny, it's not funny when you live in an environment with someone that has bipolar schizophrenia. You will never know what the trauma is like because you think it's just funny that he thinks in his mind this shit is real. It's not funny. Everyone's all mental health advocates until it comes to someone they really don't care about. Watching someone deteriorate, watching someone just insane stuff. You saw the stuff he was posting on Twitter. Nobody condoned that. What was I supposed to do? You had Space Kitten go on live and ask him about some sex toy, saying, do I have a sex toy? And people think that's funny. That's very inappropriate to be asking someone's parent and think that is totally okay. That's not okay to be doing. And then that video of me being upset and people taking it out of context is so weird. So now they will never understand unless they go through what I go through. She asked my dad about some sex toys. I was upset. I don't know if I was live or if it was a video. I was live, I'm pretty sure. And people are taking it out of context. That was me being upset because someone who doesn't know me is asking my parent about things about me sexually. Do you know how disgusting that is? I wouldn't go to your parents and say, how often is your daughter having sex? That is really weird. It is uncomfortable. And for people to think that's okay for someone to do, that is absolutely fucked up.
Hey, I never said it was okay. I never said that, Tophia. You know, that is very weird. I'll give you that.
Again, it's weird. It's not funny. I would never do that to someone. No, it's not okay. It'll never be okay. All because they wanted to do that. Like, that's not okay. Like, I wouldn't do that to anybody else. I'm already going through a lot enough as it is. And you want to take a video out of context because it makes you go to sleep at night? Because I'm upset over something that made me uncomfortable? Because if I did that to someone else, y'all wouldn't be sitting here saying it's okay. Y'all wouldn't be condoning that. But because it's me, you don't care. The lack of uncaring people is beyond me. I'm not even shocked at this point. It's not surprising. It's the way the world is so fucked up that I'm not crazy. No care whatsoever.
You
Like
are
it's Dr.
crazy.
Pepper. Nice. Yes, I do. My nose is itchy. But it's just so crazy the lack of uncaring people. You guys do not know, and I do not need to explain it.
Tophia, why would we care? We don't know you. Like, that's the whole thing. We don't know you. There's no reason for us to care. And it's like, dude, you're the one that's putting all of your personal business online. You have essentially created a vlog of just a bunch of dysfunctional, crazy shit happening with you and your family. It's all on you, man. I don't know what to tell you.
My dad is like you say, oh, but you abandoned him. You lowered his. If I hear that one more time, I'm not gonna give a fuck because at this point, it's like talking to a brick wall. You kill your parents, okay? I'm not gonna kill my dad. Are you stupid? Man, if you are asking what, that's a stupid comment. I literally explained why his dosage was lowered because they over medicated him at the VA. If we would have kept him at his dosage and went against the doctor's orders, my dad would have passed away from an overdose from his medication for his bipolar.
Word. And like, and again, remember, she's basing this thought process because he was having stomach pain. He was having bad stomach pain. But he was functional enough to hold down a job, and you know, he wasn't getting arrested left and right like he is now. So again, would it be better for him to just deal with some stomach pain and be stable? Or let's get rid of the stomach pain and he completely loses his shit. Like, be for real.
Are you dumb? That's why his dosage was lowered because they over medicated him at the VA so much so his stomach was hurting. So then they said that doctor decided to lower his dosage and said, let that wear off first. He stopped giving him the medication because he was going to die. Do you not understand? Is that hard for people to comprehend? My dad was going to die from an overdose, and you wanted me to contribute to him dying of an overdose. You are dumb. I'm not
I
a
don't
liar.
believe you.
Literally.
I don't believe you. I really don't. Because, I'm assuming Tophiachu has been medicated probably the majority of his life. Where, like, yeah, he had some run-ins with the cops here and there. But once y'all, took him off his medication, it was a wrap. It was like one of the craziest downward spirals I've probably ever seen online. So, like, no, I'm blaming y'all.
Look up the VA. There's a lot of lawsuits against the VA. Like, I heard a lot of stories from veterans. My friends that passed away told me about the VA. I'm not stupid. I don't know if it was him or someone else said their friend went in for throat surgery or for knee surgery and passed away. Look up the VA. They have a lot of lawsuits. The VA, I know from experience. There's been so many times that my dad has been released from VA's care that is not well enough to be released. And they say he's well enough to be released. And I know for a fact he's not well enough. They over medicated him because they didn't want to have to deal with him. My mom said, why didn't you call me? One day she told him, why didn't you call me? It was a whole day that she went without hearing from him. He said they over medicated him to put him to sleep so they wouldn't have to deal with him. That's what happens in a lot of mental facilities. Like, people say the psych ward and they make jokes saying you need to be sent to a psych ward. You wouldn't even want to be sent to a psych
You
ward.
probably
They
do,
dope
for
you
real.
up with so much drugs that you can't even stay awake. You're going to sleep so they don't have to deal with you because mental people have their brain running a mile a minute. They're not normal people. They're screaming, hollering, and have so much energy that most of the time some of these people can stay up for weeks with no sleep. What do you think some of these people that don't know how to handle people properly do? They over medicate them so much so that they put them to sleep so they don't have to deal with them because there's nothing else to do. What are you going to do for someone that is staying up talking to themselves for a whole week? Especially if they're not on the right medication and they're trying to regulate their medication, just think about it. What are they going to do with someone who is sitting up for a whole week talking to the wall, screaming and hollering? You wouldn't last in some of these people's shoes. And some of these people do it for the money. They don't care about the person. This is literal facts. I wouldn't dare send any of my family members there.
This is Bigfoot for us.
Stupid ass TikTok sounds. Oh my god. So loud.
Why would I have to shut the F up? It is true. Someone needs to say it because people are thinking it's okay. If I really truly cared about people and I was a frontline worker, I wouldn't be doping people up to fall asleep so I don't have to take care of them.
Well, we don't have to worry about that because you're not any kind of worker. You've never put in an ounce of work. So I guess.
That is uncaring. And then when someone says something, oh, they're mental, they need to be in a psych ward. Like, Ash Too Trippy has called me mental. I'm not mental. You're mental. Don't put a label on me that I'm not. You need to be thrown in a psych ward and see what.
I don't know. You are kind of crazy.
And then the nurse, she's out again comments are weird. Gateway recovery, but there's no such thing as recovery for what? I don't need recovery. No, they're not. I have a bra on, dummy. I literally have a bra on. It's a very padded
Girl.
bra. It's literally like a red.
Can you
like,
not?
Plaid. Look at this necklace. It's not little. It's actually the right size.
Your shirt's little though.
Hey, well, whatever you say. I'm not gonna argue with you. If you think I'm at Gateway Recovery, then so be it. Call them so they can tell you I'm not there. Why do you actively dox places? Because I can call that place and tell them if someone says I'm there, call the cops and report them. Because they're harassing me. You guys are not going to learn until you guys face consequences for your actions. I'm not at Gateway Recovery. Why would I need to be there? It's a recovery. I don't need recovery. Some of you guys are weird. You're doxing places I'm not at. And then you're actively doxing in the comments, which is against TikTok guidelines. I don't know why TikTok doesn't do anything about the accounts of people doxing. It's against the law to dox somebody, but then it's okay for you to actively do it? Because I could report you to the police for doxing. It's against the law. I think you know where I'm at, but you don't.
Do it.
You have no clue. And then people in the comment section, it is weird. And then people in the comment sections are condoning doxing. So you're saying it's okay to dox people? But how are you advocating for anything when you're condoning doxing? You can't advocate for racism and condone doxing. You're literally fighting against these things, but then you're advocating for doxing.
What?
But why is it okay for me? Here's the thing. If you say it's okay for me, then it's okay for other people to be doxed. And that's what people are going to think. Oh, well, they say it's okay for her, so we're going to dox other people. Then people are going to think it's okay for other people. It's okay for you to get doxed then. If it's okay for me to get doxed, it's okay for you to get doxed. You don't think that people are going to do the same thing to you that you do to me, and not my people. My people don't dox people. People will...
You don't have people, for one. Let's start there. And I have never been a firm believer of doxing. Obviously, even when we were very sure exactly where she was, that's not something I feel like needs to be talked about because it doesn't really change anything.
Start doxing you because you think it's okay. Then you won't like it, and then you'll be sitting here saying doxing is not okay. Once it starts happening to you, then you're going to sit here and say that it's not okay. Oh, she's not in a recovery center, so I didn't get anything from my brother's friends. Only money I got was from people that sent to my Cash App and my PayPal. The only money I got was from the cards that they sold. They made these trading cards like Pokemon cards. They were Pokemon trading cards, but they were making cards for the card community. And when my brother passed away, they made these special cards. I have one in a case. But the money from that, which I don't remember how much it was, it went to get things that we needed. I got shampoo, I got hygiene stuff, I got things that I needed with it, and it wasn't even a lot of money. But the GoFundMe that my brother's friend started, I didn't get any money from that, nor did I get any money from another charity thing. I don't know what it was. It was something that my brother's other friend did for him, and I didn't get any money from that. So
good.
It's not like I'm trying to get money. My brother needs to get buried. And here's the thing that I did address in the video because it's so crazy. Ash Too Trippy sits here and says that we chose the most expensive place to bury my brother. Let me give you the rundown about places that are literally the place that we chose. Other places will not. It'll cost a lot more. They don't give you a free service. You got to pay for that. They don't give you a free headstone. You got to pay for that. Nothing is free. That's extra surcharge.
None of the places are going to give you any of that shit for free, Tophia. Because according to you, that's what the initial $6,000 that the state gave you went towards. So what are you talking about right now? Because I did a little bit of research on, a cremation burial. Like once the person has been cremated, the burial is super inexpensive. I don't know why y'all need $4,000. Because from my research, it should be like maybe $500 to $1,000 is what y'all should need. If you maybe part of that fourth, like maybe they're trying to have like a whole nother funeral, which is dumb. Just get him in the ground if that's what y'all want. You keep, again, you are overly complicating this whole thing. If you were going to put him in the ground, that should have been the thing that the $6,000 went towards, not a cremation and all this other shit.
The fact that it's $4,120 and everything is included, that's cheap for what they're offering. The service, the headstone, the burial, all of.
You already had a service. You don't need another fucking service. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Let's make this the most extravagant burial when we're not using any of our own money to do it. It's dumb. It's stupid as hell.
That everything that they're offering in that package for $4,120 is cheaper than what I would have had to pay. If I went somewhere else that was more expensive, I would have had to pay a lot more.
No, you wouldn't, because from my research, the cremation itself would have been, I think it was like roughly like $1,200 to $1,500, and then to bury said body would have been up to like another $1,000. So we're talking about $2,500. You still could have had the little, ceremony of life. That might have been, that could have taken up the other 3,000 some odd dollars. But no, we need two services. Just a bunch of extra steps for no fucking reason.
The fact that you said I chose someplace expensive, I didn't choose someplace expensive. She doesn't know. She went to the most expensive place. No, I didn't. I literally said we went there because my grandma's buried there and my mom wants my brother buried where my grandma's at. We didn't go there because it was the most expensive. I'm not trying to do the most expensive for my brother and go all out. I'm just trying to get him buried.
Apparently
which
not.
seems to be made difficult because you think it's just a joke. It's not funny, Ash. I don't think anything's funny. You don't know me
It's not a joke. It's a grift. That's what it is.
or why I chose to do what I do. If my mom's wishes are for my brother to be buried where his grandmother is at, I'm going to fulfill her wishes. That
No,
is
you're
the
not.
least expensive.
No, you're not. It's been almost a year and a half, and you're not any closer to getting that done. So no, you are not going to do shit.
Place. That is actually the cheapest one out there.
It's not.
These other places
That's
are
a
not
lie.
as cheap as that one. You want to see the most expensive? That is not that expensive. $4,120 is not a lot of money in today's age. If you think that's expensive, then I don't know what to tell you because that's not the most expensive. And a lot of these places don't include any of that in the package. It would be a lot more to pay and even have them bring the headstone there. And having them to do everything, that is cheap, in my opinion. If you think $4,120 is a lot, then you got issues.
Well, if it's so cheap, why can't you afford to get it done? I'm just asking the real questions here. If it's cheap, why have you not been able to make it happen in over a year? What's the holdup? What are you waiting for?
And then you proceeded to, I just said why I'm burying my brother after cremation because my mom's wishes, because it's her son, she wants him buried where his grandmother's buried. Why do I have to keep explaining that? Here's the other thing, too. Why are you telling someone to biohazard? It is a literal biohazard to spread someone's ashes. Do you think any of these people are asking the city if it's okay to throw someone's ashes everywhere? No one is getting permission to throw anybody's ashes in the Rio Grande River or wherever they decide to throw someone's ashes. My uncle's ashes were spread at the lake where he fishes.
Well, for one, Tophia, cremation ashes are not considered a biohazard. So I don't know where the hell you even got that from. Like, they're ashes. Like, what are you talking about?
I do not want my brother scattered somewheres. You may want to discard your family member like that, but I'm not discarding my brother like that. My brother is not a person to discard. I'm not discarding my brother all over somewhere because
Yeah, that's why you have the urn, right? Because you want to keep him close, right? Right.
you want to say to do that instead because it's cheap. My brother is not trash. I'm not dumping him like I'm trash and discarding him like he's nobody. He's a somebody. Okay? You want to discard. No, it's not to set them free. That's what some people believe, right? You can believe it's to set them free. Maybe some people don't have the same beliefs you have. It has nothing to do with setting someone free. Because at the end of the day, when you're still thinking about them, you're not supposed to be thinking about them all the time because that's not setting them free. You could literally dump their ashes and set them free, but you're still thinking about them. And when you're still thinking about them, religious people who believe in, who are really religious, believe that if you're constantly thinking about someone, they're stuck. They're stuck in the in between. They're not being set free because
What?
you're still thinking about them, and you're not.
Tophia, like, no. I don't know who the fuck told you that, but no, that is not what religious people think. But okay, continue.
Going to stop thinking about them because you're grieving. Try to tell someone what to do with their dead relative is crazy. It's not your brother. It's not your son. So why are you trying to tell someone what to do? I don't care. If the money is going to go to bury someone, why do you have a freaking issue of how it should be done because it's cheaper? I don't want to go visit some place where his ashes were scattered, okay? This is my preference. I'm going to go talk to wherever there is no place to scatter his ashes where he would want to be scattered. My brother would not want to be scattered. You don't know what it's like. You don't got to talk to an urn every day because you don't have your loved one, because you watch them die in front of you. You have no care. And
You don't talk to an urn every day either because you don't have the fucking urn. Stupid. What are you saying right now? Just again, more flavor text. Like, just saying things because it sounds good. But it's not true. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
and no empathy, no care. Crazy. You expect me to say, okay, crazy. I'm supposed to not care?
You
That's
don't.
not me. I have memory loss. I said I had a lot to do that day. That's why I forgot his birthday. I didn't purposely forget his birthday.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you forgot his birthday. You keep bringing it up. God forbid someone forgets something because of their memory loss. All of a sudden, it's not memory loss. Stop. You don't know what someone's going through. You sit here and shit on people because you think it's okay to shit on people when they're down. It's funny to mess with people mentally because you think it's funny to. It's not funny. I had a lot to do that day, and no, I'm not thinking about him every day because I'm trying not to think about him a lot because it's not helping my mental, it's not helping my health, it's stressing me out. Yeah, I get upset and sad. Who cares? Memory loss does not have a switch where it's like, click, you can turn it off and on. That's not how it works.
Yeah, no shit. But hey, well, for one, I don't believe you have memory loss. I genuinely think you just don't care. So you forgot. That's what I think. Now, if you do have memory loss, like I said, there are plenty of ways to set reminders, alarm notification, calendar updates. But so it's like, if you know you have memory loss, then use the phone that you spend 16 hours a day on and set some goddamn reminders. Like, it's not a good excuse. Oh, I was just busy that day doing nothing. Because you didn't, oh, I had to cook dinner for everybody. I don't believe that. That out of all the people in the shelter, I highly doubt Tophia is one of the people that they chose to have them handle their food. Fuck out of here.
Why are you ridiculing someone? Like I said, and my comment was liked. Okay? Everyone was coming at Paris Jackson for not posting her dad on his birthday, saying she didn't care because she didn't post him, is the same messed up reason you think social media shows that you love somebody because you don't post about them. You don't have to post about someone to prove that you love somebody. It's weird.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I also know you, Tophia. You are addicted to social media. And all of your thoughts and consciousness flows through your stories. So the fact that you didn't post anything about Brother Chu that day, because I was watching and waiting. I was like, she ain't gonna post shit about him because she completely forgot. I even messaged Toki. I was like, I guarantee she's she's not going to go to do this barbecue thing that she said she was going to do. And lo and behold, we were correct. We were right. Who would have fucking thought? It's not even just about the fact that you didn't post about him. We all knew you were going to forget about his birthday from weeks ago.
Weird as fuck. People whip out their cameras, start recording shit, and don't care about the people around them. Like those people that watch that shooter unalive somebody and then has the nerve to yell out their window, stop shooting, and then laugh and drive off instead of calling 911. Innocent lives were lost. And you think that's funny? All because you think social media is real life? That you're supposed to go online and post about someone? You're supposed to literally, social media is your life.
That's
You're the type
your
of person to
life.
post your meal before you eat it. Take a picture of your meal before you eat it. You're that person that people despise. You have to post every facet of your life on social media is weird. Just because you don't post somebody doesn't mean you don't love them. Hence why she liked my comment, because it's true. You don't have to post about someone to prove that you love somebody. People do not understand that. He never wanted to celebrate his birthday. That's why he never told his kids when his birthday was. The reason his kids found out and knew about his birthday was because of the media is the one who is the reason why his kids found out about his birthday. And we're sitting here having a discourse about whether or not she loves her dad because she didn't
No, we're not. I'm not. I don't care. I didn't even know anything about this, but sure.
post about him on his birthday. That is crazy. It's the same thing with me. Why do I have to post a bunch of posts about someone to prove that I love somebody? And when I post about, oh, she posted this, but she didn't post that much about her, I don't have anything of my brother. I really don't. The only stuff I have is the stuff in storage. My brother, and here's the thing, he took pictures with other people. We didn't take as much pictures together. I barely had anything. The
Uh-huh.
stuff that I have was the stuff that his friends gave me. His friend sent me those videos. His friend sent me those pictures for the slideshow that was put together for his service. I didn't have really much of anything except some of the stuff that I could go collect from Facebook. Otherwise, that's it. You don't know what it's like to have to wake up. I have survivor's guilt. I should have not survived. It could have been me first.
No, you don't. It could have been me first. You, like, dude, you don't care. Once you realized what was going on, you got up out that car and hauled ass. And nothing you say will ever change my mind on that.
And people would have been celebrating that. People would have been so happy if I passed away. They literally sit here saying the wrong sibling passed away. How do you think that makes someone feel? I in the past I have said some fucked up stuff to people. I ain't gonna lie.
Yep.
But that's no reason for you to be fucked up to me if I wasn't fucked up to you personally. I never said anything fucked up to you personally. To other
Yeah, well, that's not how that works. Just like you get on people about things that they've said or done, they never did any of the shit to you personally. But you sit here and judge them for it. So yeah, same shit, Toph. Same thing.
people, yes. But to you, it gives you no right to be fucked up unprovoked. Your parents didn't raise you to be fucked up to someone. They didn't say, hey, be fucked up for no reason. Now I'm trying not to say anything rude to someone or be fucked up because I don't lack empathy. You may lack
Sure.
empathy, but I don't lack empathy. We're sitting here having this discourse about Perez Hilton and whether or not, oh, well, he deserves what happens to him because of his karma. First of all, deserves that. Nobody deserves that. I know he said some horrible things to people. We can't acknowledge what he said to Britney Spears. We can acknowledge all of that stuff. But that's someone's dad. His two children have to see that horrific video online, replayed over and over again, of their dad harming himself. And we think this is just another content creator, just some drama. We lack empathy. We have no remorse whatsoever for anybody. Where's the empathy? And I'm not going to say that people I know have done fucked up shit. There's some things that I heard that could have made me thank you. I like those glasses. Thank you. I could have literally just said,
Womp
no,
womp.
you're too messed up. I understand. I'm that person, right? I understand wholeheartedly. I'm not going to be fucked up to someone because they're fucked up to me. I'm trying not to, because then it repeats the cycle. You do the same thing to someone else and they do it back to you. And it's just recycling. It's just going in a circle. And you're just doing the same thing to each other and nothing is getting resolved. I'm learning not to respond negatively to people, but sometimes it's hard because it's messed up. You talk shit about my mom and think I'm supposed to sit here and let you shit on my mom after you just threatened to cause her to be homeless, and then turn around and call Adult Protective Services. Report them all you want. Report to Adult Protective Services. Thank you for the gift. Oh my God. It was an alien abduction. I like that gift. Anyways,
Wow.
it's so crazy. You're the same person that is harassing an elderly woman with health problems, then turning around and calling Adult Protective Services saying that I don't take care of my mother. Why God harassing me?
You
I will
don't.
show them to them. Yes, and you know what? I am going to say it. I'm going to report that shelter if Adult Protective Services was to show up and let them know how they've been treating my mom and say, your friend, thank you for the gift points, your friend that works at the shelter, because you said you're the one that works there, right, is allowing my mom to get harassed.
So, okay. So hold on. You say you care about your mom, but you haven't called Adult Protective Services yourself to report the shelter for her supposedly getting bullied and her stuff getting taken. But you want to do it to spite Ash 2 Trippy. But we're supposed to believe that you care about your mom. Right. Okay.
Is allowing my mom to get mistreated there. You're the one who said you knew somebody there, right?
So if she's being mistreated there, why haven't you reported the shelter? Why is it now when Ash 2 Trippy says she knows someone in that shelter, which again, as far as I know, she didn't state that it was staff or someone else that might just happen to be staying there, that she might be in communication with on TikTok. We don't know. But why does it take Ash 2 Trippy saying that for you to now want to report the shelter for your mom's mistreatment? But you swear you care about her, though. Sure.
So why is my mom being talked to the way she's being talked to? If you care about my mom's well-being, then why haven't you done anything about it? Why haven't you talked to your friend?
I don't care.
Because
honestly,
you're having your friend talk to my mom some kind of way? Is that the one who's harassing her? Is that the one who's bullying my mother? Is the person from the shelter? Thank you for the galaxy. Is that your friend? The one that's talking to her? He's a nobody? Well, my mom's not a nobody, but you care about her well-being, right? Having the nerve to tell my mom, pack your shit, and treat her so badly to the point that she's calling me, crying, afraid that she's not going to have no place to live because someone's talking to her like that, but you want to care about my mom's well-being while causing her to have her stuff stolen?
again, if your mom is getting treated like that by staff, why haven't you done anything about it? Why does it take some outside, influence or someone, talking shit, going back and forth with you and your mom? Why does it take them for you now to suddenly want to do something about it? Uh-huh.
So now you just told on yourself.
You told on yourself too.
I guess I have to assume that you're the one behind the reason why my mom's shit's getting stolen. Because you're having people at the shelter steal my mom's shit, and you're telling them to do it. You're having a worker harass my mom, and you're telling these people to do it. So you're the reason why my mom's stuff's getting stolen, and she's being treated the way she gets treated. How am I supposed to think otherwise? You said you have connections at the shelter. Why are you doing that, Ash? If you're not,
I don't think anyone's jeopardizing their job to beef with you and your mom. Like, be for real.
not doing it, then you shouldn't say stuff. You should say, well, I got people, as if it's prison mentality. I know a guy in the clink. I know a guy. Like, you're the one who literally came online talking about your friend or whoever it was that you knew at the shelter. That is insane work to literally do that. And then if they lose their job, who do you think they're going to go after? You. Do you think they wanted to be blasted on the internet because you're bragging about how you know people? You just made a whole video. You just gave me the evidence I need to show these people. How you talk about how you have connections. You're the one who made a video saying you talked to my friend, my brother's friend, right? Why are you interviewing people? It's so weird. During a time when I was literally...
And you're shaped weird. But we're going to stop right here. We're going to stop right here. This will be part 1 of this stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Highly appreciated. If you are a member, the part 2 will be going up shortly. Well, not shortly, but in a few hours after this one gets up, we'll have part 2 dropping. And with that being said, y'all be safe, be kind to each other, and I will see you all in part 2.